Good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday yet again. Here we are. You're here with me in the shop. Hopefully you're at home, cozy on your couch. It's time for shop update. Before I jump into shop update stuff, we at Brooklyn's Restorations would like to send out our sincerest condolences to all of those who live in the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth countries on the loss of your monarch. Queen Elizabeth II was admirable and interesting and historically significant queen, to say the least. Our thoughts and prayers are with yours, your own. I know that it's a head of state. Who cares, right? To a lot of the people in the United Kingdom, that was like their grandmother passing away. That was like their mom passing away. Very sad times for those people, and we send out our best wishes. The Queen is dead. Long live the King. Now, on to what you're here for. That was very nice, what I said, I think. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Try to be sincere. Genuinely, it's a sad time for those people. I'm an American. I don't have the same vibe with her, you know. Not knocking her. She was great. If our president died, any of them, I don't care who you vote for. If our president died, I don't think I care. So, on that very polarizing, political, and opinionated statement, let's talk about some cars. That's what you're here for. Let's get into the car talk here. Again, 2 cars were the target goal this week to get work done on them, and I have sad news, guys. I was not able to really pull that off this week. This was a short week. Monday was Labor Day here in the United States, which is a national holiday. So we were off. Wonderful. Like a 3-day weekend. However, that Friday before Labor Day, I threw my back out. Whew. I'm pretty sure I threw it out carrying the weight of this great, fantastic beard. Or carrying around the weight of my ego. I don't know. Could be both. So, I was no good on Tuesday. I actually stayed home on Tuesday, did not come in. I couldn't move very well. I was it was not fun. By Wednesday, I was back up on it, but I didn't want to overdo myself. So, my progress on the Tr3 kind of stopped this week. Now, we got a lot done on this car in the past 2 months. If you doubt it, go back and watch the other videos. I tell you all about it. There's tons of work done on that car. Tons. It has progressed by leaps and bounds. So, I don't feel too horrible that this week, which was a short week, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. But we'll hit it real hard next week. What I did work on is I helped out Christian, who was very busy this week as well. He was very busy this week. I helped out Christian with the Jag XJS. Now, on Tuesday, Christian was putting out fires, man. He was putting out fires. There were phone calls. There was paperwork that needed filing, and I'm not trying to make fun of him. He literally did a ton of, and he's taking a lot of shit these days too. Pardon my French. It's tough. It's tough on him, but it's something he's got to do. I can't really tell you guys too much about it right now. But it's good stuff. What he's doing is super important, and we need it done. And if you want, you know, hey, if you're following this channel, thank him. Thank him for me. I'll thank him. He did a great job. He's doing a great job. He continues to do a great job. So give him a thanks. Put it in the comments. You know, that's what they're there for comments. Do that. Anyway, let me get a little brown off my nose there. Jaguar. We did a lot of work on the Jaguar this week. Christian installed a bunch of carpet in the back end of this thing. Boy, oh boy, do we still hate the glue that we have. And we have tried them all, guys. We've tried all the glues. This carpet is a nightmare to glue down. And we are not having fun with it. But we are getting it. It is slow progress, but we are getting it. While he was doing that, I, with my weak little wimpy back, was not able to do much crawling around in the car. So, if you see down here, there's a bunch of panels. I cleaned up all the vinyl interior panels on the car. I know, you're thinking, good job, Adam. Thanks. So, one of the things that I did is not only scrub them down, and I don't use fancy scrubs. I'm not looking to condition any of this vinyl or leather just right now. I'm just looking to clean all the dirt off. So I don't need it to be a super abrasive cleaner. I also don't need it to be, you know, an Armor All. It's adding stuff to it to make it shiny. I don't need that either. I just want it to be clean. So, what do I use to clean it? I use an all-surface cleaner, a dish brush for those tight places, a power brush. We do have bigger brushes. We have drill-operated brushes as well, but these panels aren't all that big, so not a big deal. Got all the dirt off of them. There was one panel, this one right here, it's very much in the sunlight. This guy right here. This goes behind the driver's door, covers up the window mechanisms, covers up the top mechanisms, and has a section here that is visible through the window that gets a lot of sunlight. Well, that section that you just saw, that section right there, had turned almost black. Would not clean. You couldn't scrub it out. It wasn't dirt. It was just weathering. Now, sometimes what happens is these vinyls or these leathers, and it's actually leather, surprisingly enough. I was very surprised that this was leather. These come from cow hides. That's what they used. Cows, in case you don't know, if you've never been to a farm or ever seen a cow in your entire life, tend not to be a nice uniform shade of color. They also tend not to be tan. That's really kind of, I think that's a pretty uncommon color on a cow. Don't know. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. That's what they're there for, guys. That's what they're there for. So, we did a little bit of a dye job on this. Now you may be thinking, oh, that's some cut rate or a restoration shop. That's restoring the part. I am saving the integrity of the original panel and extending the life of the original panel. That's our goal. We want to save originality on most cars. There's some cars you don't. That's fine. That's between you and God and the customer. But some you want to save. What we use a SEM product. This is a flexible color dye. Good quality product. It is a porous spray, which means that it will absorb your conditioners and creamers, which is awesome. And I think the blend turned out excellente. Just a-okay perfect. All right, it really looks good. Now the rest of those panels do have some, you know, variations in their color, so we're not trying to get total uniformity. We just, that real dark brown was basically the original leather color coming through, and the actual dye that Jaguar had applied was burning off. It was fading away. So that's why it got darker instead of, you would think that if it's sitting in the sun, it's going to get lighter. But what happens is the original dye actually kind of just fades away. And you're left with whatever the cowhide originally was. Anyway, we got that done. Carpet is coming along. My camera work is still terrible. That may change. I don't know. Carpet's getting done. It's getting there. I'm hoping to see a full carpet set in this car in the next week. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. We'll see how my back does. We'll see, you know, Christian's still doing that stuff that's behind the scenes. Very important stuff. He's got to do it. So sometimes he gets called away from doing the job. That's normal. You run a business. You're a businessman and you're an employee, and it sucks. It just sucks. So we'll get back on these two cars real hard. The Tr3 is really close to being in that kind of like little metal work stage. Sorry. We did a lot of, we did a lot of major metalwork on this car. So the next step is kind of the medium to middle range metalwork, which is little dents and dings. It's panels that don't quite line up. It's that hole that's maybe ovaled out a little more. It's captive nuts that have the bolt still stuck in them because somebody cut it off. For shame. It's that kind of stuff. That's going to be up next, which will put it in the same spot or almost the same spot as the MGA back there, which means I can technically tag team these cars, which will be exactly what I want to do. I do want to get both of these cars going the same pace at the same time. Of course, it will be essentially work one day on this car, work one day on that car. It's not going to be like, hey, I'm working on both cars at the same time. Because how would you bill for that? How would you? You wouldn't be able to. You'd be like, hey, I charged this guy 2 hours for this fender, and that guy took 5 hours to do one of his fenders. Can I split? No. Just one day on this, one day on that. So hopefully that's what we're going to be doing, because I really want to get that A rolling along a little bit better. That's it. That's all I got in terms of updates. I haven't heard anything about another car that's supposed to be coming in. We had sent out to a subcontractor. Haven't heard a word, not a word about it. We are also going to start getting back on the Lagonda LG6 here. Hopefully, after that Jaguar's out of here, we can really bounce back onto this project. This is a big project too. We really want to get it squared away and done. It's a fun one. I may do a pretty in-depth video on what we're doing with this car. So it may be a bigger video. We're going to try out some of that kind of stuff where we talk a little bit more about the specifics and the goals and all of that stuff on these cars. It's kind of worked out given that shop updates have been based around 2 cars right now. But I think kind of laying out, you know, what's happening with these cars and giving you good full updates on nitty-gritty details, updates on some of these cars. So that's it for now, guys. Oh, I walked into the wall. Stay safe out there. Don't walk into walls. And have a fun and wonderful weekend. I will see you all next Friday. Bye.